Scuba, I see you. What's up, man? How you doing, buddy? Oh, boy, today was a long day. It seems like all of my days are getting longer and longer. Thanks, man. Hello, lady. Um, to excuse me. What up, Kaiser? I don't see you. Who said that? Who is that? I would just keel over because I would never see the shuriken coming. James had a dentist appointment today, which leads to an orthodontist appointment.
What is that?
It's a doctor for your teeth.
Is that bad?
No, he's just gonna look at your teeth. Kaiser, did you ever? Because I had to leave. Did you ever figure out your color combination for that particular ninja that you were fiddling around with last night? And did it by chance include burnt umber? No? Okay. I'm just saying, as somebody who worked in the paint department at a hardware store and had to actually create the colors by hand with a pump, a little bit of burnt umber goes a long way. It's a nice accent color and can really pop if it is against a blue or a purple. Now, you're an artist. I'm an idiot. I don't know the color wheel from a pinwheel, but it can't hurt to try. He's like, okay, I'll have to try it. Hey, the worst it can happen to go, oh, DC sucks at this. I'm never listening to him again. And then you've gotten a life lesson out of it. At the best case scenario, you go, oh, if I just put one small panel of burnt umber, it really makes the blue pop. Brown in some of the comps. Yeah, see, there you go, a little earth tone. Um, I was in I seriously was in the paint mixing department, and we had it was a mom and pop hardware store in Buffalo, and it didn't have the automated computer that mixes all of the stuff for you. It was literally a wheel of raw pigment, and there was white bases depending on how much pigment you were adding. So it was base A, B, and C. A was almost full, B was medium, C was little less. And we had this big book that if you picked out a color from the wall, we would look up the code and it would give us the recipe. And it was a graduated like ruler, like line that had ridges, and there was a little pump arm that would go to the ridge. So you would measure the ridge, and then you would move it over and then pull the handle down, and it would give that exact amount of pigment for that particular color. And then you would go around the wheel, uh, mixing it. And then when you were done, you'd put it in the shaker, and then you would pop it open, put some paint on the test, and show that it was perfect, and send them on the way. It was about, no lie, about 10 solid minutes to make 1 gallon of paint. Was it the orange or blue store? It was neither. It was a mom and pop place called Value Home Center in Buffalo. There's like, I don't know, 8. Um, and it is a very successful hardware store in Buffalo. It's only in Buffalo. It's really not out there. Um, it was low budget. I mean, it wasn't a Lowe's. It wasn't a nice one like that. It was a legit mom and pop thing. But it was interesting learning how pigments go into making a final color. Um, and you would be surprised how many things have a pigment in them that you wouldn't realize goes with them. You had an Ace affiliate where you used to be, and their paint guy was amazing. I was pretty good. I wasn't the best in our store. I would occasionally make errors. Um, the issue with the machine is because it was old and it was gravity fed. You could do everything right, and the very last pigment pump could have an air bubble and go, pfft, and it would that little burst of air would throw off everything, and you'd have to approximate about how much you think was missing during that but burst of air. So it was a little bit of trial and error. You got to hear it and go, "Oh, that is a 3 millimeter air bubble. It needs orange." Yeah, yeah, no, it's like it's stunning. There's purples that have orange in them. There are, I mean, it is, it's a microscopic amount. Some of the things are literally like 1/4 of a milliliter. Like it is literally like half of a drop. That you literally take like a little straw and kind of scrape it and then drop it in. It was interesting. It was interesting. Yeah, for those raw pigments, it's concentrated color. It's not paint. It's actual like liquid pigment. So a very small amount goes an extremely long way. And there were some that would be like it was either a purple or a navy blue that had like two full pumps of black. It was like blue, red, sienna, and something else. And that one was one that you had to have one of the lower fill buckets for because you were putting in a massive amount of pigment. It was also more expensive. Certain colors that have a higher concentration of pigment were actually more expensive than others, depending on what you got. Um, but because it was considered a premium color. So, by the way, if you ever see premium color, it just means it has a lot of pigment in it. And of course, if it was gloss, matte, or flat, there would be slight adjustments because the gloss will actually make it look slightly different. Now you know. And knowing is half the battle. So next week we have two products. One of them Kaiser is in, one of them Kaiser is not in. I am pushing for both products to come out. I want you to have a smorgasbord of things to choose from next week. I don't know if the boss man is going to want to do too. We will see once he gets back from. So, for those who don't know, Doug is an international man of mystery. Doug was recently on the East Coast doing some covert operations for the CDC. So I think our next box is going to have a live sample of the bubonic plague in it. I also believe one of the giveaways will be um, tainted with the bird flu. So very exciting stuff to win. Now that the bubonic plague does have a cure, you can get it, be cured of it, and say, I had the bubonic plague. And that in itself is a prize. Not many people get to say that. So that is something we are offering for you. Because the bubonic plague is highly contagious, he had to fly to the CDC to pick up the chilled vial. It is in a liquid nitrogen container until it gets here, at which point it will be dropped onto the coin. That is part of the giveaway, but we're not going to tell you which coin. When you open up your coin, if you win one of the three coins, and you subsequently get the bubonic plague, you will then know. Mad cow disease? Mad cow is nice. Foot and mouth is a little more fun. I mean, I could ask him if he's still there. I don't know if he's on his plane yet. But the bubonic plague is definitely coming, which I'm excited for. So today is going to be a lot like yesterday, in a way that there's just what you see is what you get. What's behind me is here. What's in front of me is here. And aside from that, it's just Jimmy and I. Right, Jimmy? Yep. So, it's a Thursday of waiting. We are waiting for next week. We are waiting for There Will Be Blood to sell out. We are waiting for me to do something more entertaining than just staring at the camera and telling you about mixing paint and watching it dry. That's it. Honestly, I probably could have taken today off. I arrived here. What time is it? 6:12? I arrived here 27 minutes ago. What up, Carlos? How you doing? I barely made it in time for the show. What up, Don? How's your day after birthday hangover? A Wonka pin? You should buy it then. If you want it, buy it. Treat yourself. Same as always. Well, now you're 50 years and 1 day old. 9K? Sure. I will give you 9K cells of saliva in a tube. That's like 2 spits. That's all I got. I was able to drop off all of the mail. Everything is out. I have to email our dear friend Joe down under and give him the tracking. But finally, that portion of my life is done for the week. There you go. You can clone me, Scoobs. Until Tuesday when I have to do... Actually, I don't have any shipping now. Yeah. Until this sells out, I don't have any shipping on Tuesday. I theoretically could take the day off. Actually, I can't take the day off because I need to build the projects. One of the projects is fully here. I technically could print out the labels, put them in boxes, and assemble it, but then I would have to do a write-up on the site, and I haven't had an hour break at all in the last 2 days to do that. It's possible I could surprise everybody and have a product tomorrow. I think it would surprise Doug more than anybody else. But in theory, I could box that up. So, I woke up at 9 o'clock. I made my coffee. I found Jimmy Bean in bed. And he wanted chocolate chip waffles. How many chocolate chip waffles did you eat? 217. Now, lady, you'll get a kick out of this. We have a Texas-shaped waffle iron. So James ate 2 full Texases of chocolate chip waffles. And I had a Texas and a half. He actually ate more than me. Then from there, we immediately had to go to one of his therapies. And then from there, we were able to stop home for 25 minutes before we had some scholastics. And then we immediately went to the dentist. And then from there, stopped home long enough to get a tablet and McDonald's to go to get here with 15 minutes to spare. Best friend had colon resection surgery Monday to remove colon cancer. Doing great compared to them. Plus, she went home. Oh, good. Good. Going home is good. Yeah, the crazy thing about colon cancer is you typically don't find it until it's too late unless you do preventive medicine. Unless you get the colonoscopies. I am highly susceptible to colon cancer. I've already had polyps removed my whole life, so for me it's just a matter of when, not if. First colonoscopy, yeah, it's how it happens. Hey, I found out I had leukemia on a standard blood test just getting a new doctor, doing my blood spectrum for a baseline set. And he's like, well, this isn't a baseline, this is actually an action line. We gotta do something. I was like, oh, sweet, go me. I'm overdue for a colonoscopy. I'm not looking forward to it. It is not on my things to do list, but I have to do it. Add it to the list of things that are wrong with me. Hey, Dookie Howser, MD.
What?
Shh, easy. Keep it to a whisper. Yeah, whisper. That's right.
Mr. Sinister?
Mr. Sinister. That's not a whisper.
Come on.
Do you know what whispering is?
Yeah.
Can you whisper?
No.
I know you can't. He's like, no. Yeah, lady, I get it. Trust me. Honey, I feel this. Shit, it's. Not much else can go wrong.
We want open boxes.
As far as his health is, I got so much going on. Between me and Jim and Melissa, we have cornered the market on appointments and lack of free time. 2 whole Texas waffles, that's right. That is impressive. She said, lady says she's impressed with your waffle consumption.
What, lady?
He likes lady. They're like big Texas-sized waffles too. When we moved to Texas, her friend who lived there, our housewarming present was the Texas waffle maker. What's up, Mr. Young? Mr. Young, I hope your day is going well. We were just talking about all the crazy things that were happening today in our lives. And how tired I am and how I can't wait for this weekend when I can relax for half of a day. So now we're drinking mojito water, and that's it. Mojito. I mean, it's actually pretty good. You could put a dash of booze in here and it would suffice. I don't condone drinking. And if you do drink, drink responsibly. But they got the mint and lime down pretty pat on there. What else? Jimmy, what else? Is there anything else? You don't know?
What?
Yeah?
What did you say?
No?
Like, what did you
Yeah?
say?
No, yeah?
I'm gonna open boxes.
You want to open boxes?
Yeah, it's fun.
Jimmy, look at me.
Yeah.
Look at me. Let me see your eyes. Let me see your eyes.
I don't have eyes.
I can see you. Look at me. I love you. You're my favorite. He's a turd, but we love him. Right? He's not paying attention anymore.
Yes.
Oh! Scoobs! Oh, yeah, Scoobs. I saw this too. Yeah, I saw this too. It's Purdy. I love that Mike TV is in it. Okay, I'll show you what we're looking at. It's the here, I purposefully kept my focus here. There we go. It's a nice board. I dig it. Lot of action at the top. Little bit of action on the bottom. Mike TV in the corner. Everlasting Gobstoppers. Looks like a good machine. So Saturday is going to be California Adventure. James has had a tough week, so that's his treat. It is day 2 of our 3-day pass. Ooh, Mr. Young, doing some stuff. Hey, Jimmy, do you want to open up a box?
Hold on.
I know, I saw that, Scoobs. Scoobs watching me. Founders and Glow.
I'm ready to get some.
Oh, I grabbed the wrong one. Glad I looked. Hold just horses.
Oh, hold on, Daddy. Hold on, Daddy.
Okay.
Daddy.
Jimmy Bean.
Daddy.
Jimmy Bean.
If you have ACDC, just comment down below.
Sit down. All right, so Jimmy's getting his hair cut at 10 o'clock tomorrow, so don't mind the long hippie hair.
Ow!
Well, you just what you doing?
Hey, Jimmy! Alright, let's get some poopy.
Hold on, let me cut these for you so that you can just open them. All right, you know what to do.
2023 Super Glow one-time edition. One glow autograph per box. I'm gonna be jealous right now.
Oh, yeah, you are.
I'm gonna be jealous.
Hey, everybody's saying hello.
Hello. Let's get this to Top Gun Danger Zone.
And it's for Mr. Young.
Yes, Mr. Young, that's for you. And then if this is gonna go wrong. Let me get a sneak peek.
No sneak peeks.
Okay.
What? What's the name?
JT Daniels.
That's right. What's going on, Councilman Chef? Flip it over. It's got a number. Show him. 5 out of 50 for JT Daniels.
California.
He's from Irvine. Show the SIG. Hold it up higher, see? There you go. Now you can see the SIG. Beauty.
All right. That one was stinky, but now we got 2023.
He doesn't know who
pass.
JT Daniels is.
Founders Edition. If you get this guy, I'm gonna be mad. All right. And,
Boy, he just sees it like he calls,
and I'm
calls it
gonna
like
be
he sees
jealous
it.
again. I'm gonna be jealous again.
Calls it like he sees it. Ooh, what's that say?
Nope, no label.
Gustav Eiffel.
I don't
Like the Eiffel.
Tower.
That's right. Show him again, Hayden. Show him
Hayden James.
that's what your job is, to show him the card. There you go.
Okay. Stinky.
No, actually, it's really awesome. It's handwriting sample. Ooh. James.
Give me that.
James Buchanan.
Duke.
Duke.
Boom.
Show it.
Oh, this is my name.
There you go. It's Jimmy.
My name. They have my name. It's one of nothing. One of nothing.
One of nothing. Jimmy, you're a jerk face.
I'm gonna kiss.
Oh, he kissed it for good luck. Let's see how that works.
Ah. Sneak peek.
No sneak peeks.
Alright.
Pull it.
It's two people.
Well, Jimmy.
Horace Smith.
Yep.
Daniel Wesson.
Smith & Wesson. The gun guys. Yep, that's it. All right, good job, man.
Me want more.
3 handwriting samples. Show all 3. There you go.
And then
And then...
the thing that I don't want anyone to get. Ooh, got guns. Ooh.
He's just showing his guns.
You guys want to be Founders Edition? You could get Compass on. So guys, you can get Compass on. So you can get Compass on DCDcollects.com. Okay, well no. Well, on my channel, you can get these. I gotta show off my new watch right now. I'm not taking good my passcode. Thanks, Jimmy. That was a good break.
There you go.
April, hold on.
You gotta go.
I have a last call.
There is no last call.
All of each and every one of you. Please take care of yourself and each other while we do more of this blood break today. And also, okay, well, I did that. Never back down, never give up. And I love you and goodbye.
Okay. Don't touch if you don't know.
I'm staying.
Ándale.
Vámonos.
Vámonos. Help you?
Ah!
help you get tickles?
No. Oh no. Jonah. Jonah.
There we go. Jimmy just shut it down. He's like, I'm done. I'm out. Leave me be. No mas.
In the Navy.
Thank you for that, Mr. Young. That made his day. So Jimmy has, I'm going to backtrack before I go into that statement. Mrs. the Breaker is an Apple products fanatic. I am an Android person because I'm smart. So she has an Apple Watch, and then work, she won a giveaway of an Apple Watch. And she already had an Apple Watch, and James ended up getting an Apple Watch because I don't want to wear one. So that led to the Apple Watch getting its own dedicated phone number, and now my son gets to Dick Tracy everybody with his phone watch and call us and text us from his watch because an 8-year-old needs a Dick Tracy watch. I remember being in grade school and the reboot of Dick Tracy, featuring Madonna, and I think it was Pacino, and others. Pacino and who was Mumbles. Mumbles was Dustin Hoffman, I believe. Warren Beatty was Dick Tracy. I remember being in grade school. I want to say it was fifth grade. It's fifth grade. And the reboot came out, and they made first of all, it had the proper amount of camp for a comic book movie. It was star-studded because everyone wanted a piece of that franchise. And it had a line of toys. One of them was the watch, the Dick Tracy watch, which back in the day, Dick Tracy is from, I don't know, like the 40s, 30s, 20s, whatever. And he had a watch that he could talk to the police chief on his watch. They made a toy that was basically a walkie-talkie on a watch that was about, as big, it's like this big, just like a big clunky thing on your wrist. And me and my buddy went to Kmart, because Kmart is it at the time. And Kmart, we bought the Dick Tracy watch, and we synced them together. And during class, we would send each other messages at when to go to the bathroom so that we can meet up and high five and ditch part of our class and talk about Dick Tracy. Now, fast forward 35 years later, my son has an actual Dick Tracy watch. Kind of jealous of all the wonderful toys this generation has that our generation didn't have. They'll never understand the struggle. They'll never get it. They'll never know. Mr. Young had one. He knows what it is. You can either make it blink red or you can make it two-way, but at a very short frequency. But these kids these days won't know what it's like to imagine talking into your watch and something happening. Now they literally talk into their watch and things happen. Tiger Electronic Games, that's right. When the football player in your handheld game was just a rectangle. Wow, I didn't take you for the get off my lawn type of guy. not. There are certain things that I'm sour about. I would have loved that technology. All of the trouble I could have avoided if I had better tech in my youth, boy, I'd have a squeaky clean image. But no, I didn't have the technology to stay out of trouble. I had to get into trouble and get myself out of trouble using nothing more than my wits and my vocabulary. I actually enjoy watching him discover new things. And I think it's hilarious when he just assumes. He asked me the other day, Daddy, I got a question for you. Did you play Roblox when you were little? I was like, no, Roblox didn't exist. He's like, oh. Did you play Fortnite when you were little? I was like, no, didn't exist. He goes, well, did you have an Xbox when you were little? I was like, Jimmy, when I was your age? No, didn't exist. I had a Nintendo. And he's like, oh, like a Switch? No. Not like a Switch. Avoid the trouble now, don't hate, participate. Yeah, no, I do. We encourage, I had an NES, yeah. We encourage James to explore the things that he wants. We definitely encourage his exploration of technology. Don, I have to tell you, this is hilarious. Your comment was flagged for sexual terms, and the word that was flagged for sexual terms was fart. I'm not going to judge, because to each their own. But fart being the sexual word in that sentence? I would like to have a stern talking to the person that handles the filters for Twitch. Oh, wooden blocks in Fortnite, that's right. Minesweeper, oh, I loved Minesweeper. Man, oh man, there's nothing like getting the first brick, a flag, and knowing the rest of your hour on that is going to be awful. Yeah, fart apparently is a sexual term. Oh, well, I guess the older you get, the more relevant it becomes. Oh, Jimmy. Jimmy, I have a compass here. Leave it there? Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
I just touched you something right now.
You, well, I'm working, so I can't look at it. But I will look at it after work. Is that a deal? All right, that's a deal. 64, PS2, 3, 4, Xbox 360, Switch, Wii U, PSP, and oh, I love Dreamcast. Dreamcast was such a good system. It was very intelligently made. And, well, it was intelligently designed. 2 out of 5 are filled, Mr. Young. The Dreamcast I thought was fantastic. The controllers were great. The video screens in the controllers were smart. The problem came not in the tech, but in the software. If they would have had better software to go with the hardware, that would have been a phenomenal set. I played a game, Tokyo Extreme Racer Zero, on that system that was unbelievable. What up, Sapulros? You're back. And that is still today, to this day, one of my favorite racing games due to the amount of customization and open world feel. Tokyo Extreme Racer Zero. Nope, I never tried that game. I was a fireman, so I hung out with airmen usually because I had flight deck clearance because something I had to fix was located on um, the flight deck. So I hung out with firemen and airmen. Occasionally a bosun. Leonard Nimoy? Oh, he had a great voice. I mean, aside from William Shatner, who doesn't like Lenny Nimoy? Was it a PS2 game? I think they did make it for one of the systems. And I'm not gonna lie, it played better on the Dreamcast. Because I did get it, and there was something that didn't translate with the button control. I never played Drift. Zero was the one that I played. And I know they ported it over. Yep, we had Ataris. Yeah. But I mean, hey, our kids should have the best stuff. I've never seen that game before. It's a frog with a human face. That's terrifying. Hmm. Yeah, Dreamcast much better than it ended up being. Super Nintendo N64 revolutionized the controller. Kelly and Lilia got me a PS5 for my birthday, and I'm pretty sure Lilia talked Kelly into it. Don, you have to put your foot down and be like, no, it's my turn to play. Angry video game nerd? He's great. He's also a really nice guy in person. The fishing game was boss. The football game, I can't remember if it was actually Madden. It might have been Madden. The football game, the genius part was the plays would be on your controller, so nobody could cheat and look at the screen. You could literally pick your play on your controller, and there was no cheating. That was amazing. Some of the games would utilize the screen on the controller for things. Oh yeah, please do, Scoops. Was in the system? Yeah, the football one. It was. I mean, the game wasn't fantastic, but I liked what the controller allowed you to do with the game. That was the intelligent part. The micro screen on the controller was a game changer. $50. I will give you a heavily used mini post-it note pad. Final offer. It was ahead of its time. Yeah, no, I absolutely. Dreamcast, that's exactly it. The hardware was better than the software. I don't know why they haven't brought back mini screens on the controllers. That was a smart move. Thanks, Scoops. I will send you the post-it notes in the next shipment. Let me write your name on them so I remember. Still mad CRT I spent 3 years looking for, fell out of a moving container here and shattered it. Yucky. Yucky! Yeah. God, I grew up gaming. We got the NES in 87. Before then, my friend had the Atari and the Commodore 64. I was the first to get the NES on the block, so everyone came to my house for the NES. On top of a plastic coffee table. Yeah, I would say they owe you one. Sewer Shark. Sega CD. Nobody on my block got Sega CD. We went from Nintendo to Genesis to Super Nintendo to 64. And then I stopped playing video games and played sports for about 5 years straight. And that led into the PS2 was where we picked up again. We got a computer when I was playing football and baseball and hockey. So I would go on the computer and play Sierra games. Yeah. 007, Conkers, yep. SNES aged, yeah. The N64, I played a lot of Turok. Turok was good. We played Turok, we played GoldenEye. I can't remember what else. Perfect Dark, that was a good one. Yep, Turok the Dinosaur Hunter. Yep. Boy, that was a long, complicated game. Diddy Kong? Mario Party? I don't think anybody had Mario Party. We did have Diddy. Yeah, I remember Perfect Dark. I remember that same argument for shooters. $300 turns? That's evil. That is pure unadulterated evil. I was like, look, Scoobs, I respect your right to be wrong. I accept it. I don't agree with it, but we can still be friends. That's how that works. Are you awake? Okay. He's too quiet. Intern, Scuba respects your thinking of him being wrong, but in reality, he's right. Once we got Perfect Dark, we never played GoldenEye. Was it? Let's talk about Game Genie. Game Genie actually made us revisit our NES for a while. Because then we just started hacking everything. We unlocked everything in GoldenEye, and we started playing like all of the absurd things. There was another game called something comics, where you're inside of a comic book. Proximity mines only. We did a lot of golden guns, one shot, one kill. There was a game that you were inside of a comic book. We played the hell out of that one. That was so difficult. At the end, even if you beat it, you had a certain time limit. And if you didn't beat the time limit, you could beat the game, but you lose the girl. She dies. So we could always beat the game, but we could never beat it before she drowned. And that became an obsession, is beating the game before she drowned in the vat. Star Fox was another one we played the crap out of. Star Fox made you think it was futuristic because it dipped into the polyhedral shaping. And everyone was like, oh, polyhedral, that's the new thing. We polyhedral, so futuristic. Yeah, they fooled us. They got us on that one. Who remembers the polyhedral games? Yeah, they got us hook, line, and sinker. That was the future until it wasn't. And then it was like, we're just going to quietly not talk about polyhedral. Star Fox used the limitations of the third wall, yeah. Of the 3D, yep, the 3, yeah, it did. That is what impressed us. And then PlayStation came out and we're like, oh crap, that's what you can do. Oh, that's a game changer. Gretzky 99. We played the earliest NHL I remember, I want to say it was 94. And before we played Madden, we had Mike Ditka Power Football. Because we were too poor to afford Madden, because it was $50 and Mike Ditka was 20. Griffey Baseball was good, I remember that. Pro wrestling on NES was a lot of fun. We had to fight over who was going to be Andre the Giant because he just dominated everybody. Trying to think which... Bases Loaded, that was the baseball game. Bases Loaded was the baseball game. Blades of Steel was the hockey game. Simpsons made the jump, but it wasn't the same game. They tried to get too cute with it. The platformer from the arcade was perfect, just like TMNT. TMNT, the OG one, and Simpsons, the two best arcade games of that era. That is the first Zelda game I ever beat, Scoobs. That is the first Zelda game I beat. And actually, it's the only Zelda game I ever beat. All right, man. Thank you for stopping by. We will reach out to you when your stuff launches next week if you want to hang and see your amazing stuff opened. And it is amazing. And I'm going to spill a little secret. The way Kaiser hooked you guys and gals up is he kind of made a chase set. Now, he initially didn't mean to make a chase. We saw his amazing art piece and we're like, oh, we're going to turn this into a chase. So you're actually going to have something that you are going to be chasing from Kaiser that is a stunner. Believe me when I say, when everybody sees it, you'll know. Yes, you did a big thing made up of smaller things. Well, we separated the smaller things, and now they have to chase, and hopefully somebody can make enough trades to get that big thing back into one piece. It's dope. That's all I'm gonna say. It's dope. So it wasn't Kaiser's intention. We took a little bit of creative liberty to kind of add an additional trade element. He's like, I'm so sorry. To make a trade element out of it because somebody is going to have to concede and trade, and somebody's going to have to really put up offers. He put them all together. This is a true story. You can't blame Kaiser. He put it together. We separated it to turn it into a game. True story. Whew. We were devious. He is innocent.
So we're just done with phrasing, right? That's not a thing anymore.
Scoobs, yes. Very similar to that action right there. You are going to want to collect all of the Horcruxes, but you're not going to want to destroy them. You're going to want to unite them into one awesome soul canister. Carlos, I don't know if that would be fair to Mr. Young. We saw what happened when Dangle bought out the rest of a run. What is TWBB? Oh, Kaiser. It stands for There Will Be Blood. There will be blood. Here's how it works. These 5 items from the vault, signed jersey, Sean Chen published page, signed, sealed, delivered, and we've got you covered. The spots are $99.99, and it works similar to a white elephant. I will open some, all, or none of those boxes, revealing some, none, or all of the items that are in there. The people buy-in are guaranteed one of these boxes. After we decide whether we're going to open them or not, we random the names of the people that are in the break. That becomes the order in which you draft. It is basically a white elephant. Now, every item can be stolen only twice. On this be stolen twice. The third time, it is locked down. If it's green, it can be stolen. If it's yellow, it can be stolen one more time. If it's red, it's locked down, can't be stolen. Now, at the end of these, because people often will steal back and forth, there ends up being a lot of red on the screen, like blood. So we call it There Will Be Blood, and the first person to steal draws blood. The rules are no take backsies. If somebody takes from you, you cannot take the item back. And other than that, it's not necessarily good to be the first person picking. It's not necessarily good to be the last person picking. It is an absolute, it's entertaining. I'm just going to leave it at that. It is super
A
entertaining.
little bottle of water. A little bottle of water.
A little bottle of water.
Thank you. Well, it's not a crapshoot because you're guaranteed to get something. And as Dangle will tell you, there is strategery to it. It's just, it's different. It's fun. And nobody ends up losing because you're going to get original art, or in this case, original art or a authentic signed jersey. Oh, you just got dangled. Yep. Now, thank you for taking the time to visit us, man. I love you, brother. Take care. Be safe.
I want more. And I know I shouldn't.
I get it, Carlos. I get it. Oh, another exciting thing. I need new brakes on my car. If I didn't need new brakes, I would buy into this one. Mid-type as he hit it. Yeah, it was good timing, by the way. Brilliant minds think alike. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty excited about the draft next week, and it's really all I can think about. Just one of your headlights is $1,300. Just one. Carlos. Humor me. I know you're at work, but humor me. 2015 3 Series HID headlight, BMW branded. A pair of headlight assemblies for my car, if you get the BMW branded ones, are $5,000 a pair. I got OEMs from a third party for $800. I will show you. I almost threw up when BMW told me it was $5,000 to trade my headlights in. I was like, I'm not doing that. And they're like, yeah, we know. And he was like, here, go to this place and give them this part number. Where is it? Stop. Stop. That's for one. That is at a collision place, the OEM HID light for one. These are aftermarket. Car ID, aftermarket. That is an original BMW headlight with an actual BMW serial code. One headlight. Now, as you can see, as a matter of fact, I believe that is the aftermarket part I got. It is. These are the ones I bought. I bought those. They were only $800. And that is as cheap as I was going to get them. But if it has a BMW part number, wrong button. Yeah. I called BMW and I was like, no, that's not what's going to happen here. I'm going to go to their website directly. Here, we're going to do this together. Let's do this together. It's a 15. It's a cheap one. It's a 320. It might fall under electrical. The housing, the empty housing, not the assembly. The housing for one is $536. That doesn't include any of the bulbs or the plastic in the front. You would like a bolt? $1.50. $20? Yeah. Headlight housing, right side, left side. And again, that doesn't include any of the internals or externals. That's just the inside. No glass on the outside, no bulbs on the inside, no wiring.
Hey, Daddy, I need to use the restroom.
Okay, honey. With that said, we are going to take a 5-minute break. Gotta go pee-pee. All right, I'll be back, everybody. that your dollar?
Yep, there was your pie with a baby inside. Meow, 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 meow. Psh, kabooey. Oh, Daddy.
You're a goof, man. Don't change.
Hey, I got a pick.
Looking like Slash with that hat.
Yeah. Hey! No swearing! Hey, no swearing!
Nope, nobody swore. He censored it.
You say holy heck.
Can I pull that tooth on camera? Let me pull that tooth out. Come on, let me pull that tooth out. Can I wiggle it? Jimmy. Jimmy, let me pull that tooth out on camera. Give you $1.
No.
$5.
You're gonna scam me.
No, I'm gonna scam you? What is that? All right, get out of here. Get up. You're gonna hurt yourself. See, you hurt yourself. Just like I said.
Then don't tickle me. Oh yeah? Oh yeah, you wanna come out to me? Oh yeah.
It's a good punch. It's good form. Good job. You hurt yourself? Jimmy, nobody wins with a headbutt. Come on, go. Go. We're going to horse around later.
Daddy,
Get out of
Daddy,
here.
Can I open a box and then I'll
Listen, you already opened 2 boxes today, okay? So be happy that you got something
No,
and
that's
go sit.
one.
Jimmy, Go.
Okay.
go.
Just say go.
Bente.
Do you
Dupa.
want the spider that you were scared of in your bed?
That is cruel and vindictive. You are threatening me with a spider? What can I say? He's our special boy. All right, folks. Jimmy, do you want to go sit? Do you want to start cleaning up? Put your shoes on. Hey,
Yeah, I hear you.
hey, please put your shoes
Let me
on.
go to
please.
bed.
I mean, you can go to bed when you get home if you like.
No.
Okay.
Go to bed now.
You can go if you want to take a rest. You can. Put on your shoes. Start putting away your stuff, please. Thank you. All right, everybody. I think that's about it. Last call, last call. Yeah.
Last call. You're breathtaking. One more thing. Then I'm gonna be leaving forever. This pick. So, got something. Oh, hold on. Hey guys, do you know where the pick is? Hold on, let me get it. Have you met Slash? No, but Jim has. Wait, where is it? I think I left it in here. You're breathtaking. Like this.
Okay, go.
So mean.
Thank you. All right, everybody. We're going to see what Babe Ross is up to. She is going to be far more entertaining than I am. And she's probably actually got some substance to her show today. Unlike me. I may surprise you tomorrow with a product since my Friday is fairly clear.
I got my mind set.
It is what it is. I love each and every one of you. Please take care of yourselves and each other, and we'll do it again tomorrow. Hopefully, I will have something of a surprise. If not, I'll just shrug, and we will know that next week will be one of those weeks that are unbelievable and filled with stuff. Bye, buddy. All right, let's see what she's doing.